Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Kim Copeland here. Thank you all for the subscribers that I have so far. This is still a brand new channel, and I look forward to working with you more to offer magical hospice stories, energy medicine tips for self-care, and just tidbits on becoming more psychic and opening up to the world of spirit. So today I would like to offer you a hospice story that happened last weekend to me. I have a lot of years in the hospice world, and so I have a lot of stories to share. But anyway, I just want to first of all say, did I already say thank you to the subscribers? I think I did. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy this and would decide to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Okay, so I just want to say, first of all, when you walk into somebody who's transitioning, it's a divine new world that they're about to go in, and it's very close to heaven, if you want to use the word heaven or the spirit world or whatever word you want to use. And it's close to the angels. This is my experience, by the way. So it doesn't really matter if somebody was religious, not religious, Buddhist, Catholic, it doesn't matter. The experiences of the near-death awareness is similar, okay, for everybody, even atheists. So, all right. And I also believe that all lives are important. There is no good and bad in the spirit, from the spirit world's eyes, and everything is a way to celebrate. Every life is a celebration. Okay, now I'm going to get to my story. So as I want to get to the right page because I wrote it down. I'm not going to read it exactly, but so I'm going to see Gilbert. He's 63 years old. He has a wife, Pauline. He has end-stage kidney disease and some tubes for his kidneys for urination. He has multiple kids and multiple grandkids. Okay, second marriage here. All right, so as I'm walking into the home, there is a lot of sacred energy. They have welcome signs, they have Jesus cross, they have Mary, just out from the front door all the way to his room. It's really beautiful, just that feeling as I was walking in, and then going to sit next to him, it felt very sacred and special. And his wife of 27 years has been sitting with him for days at the bedside, just constantly holding his hand. And he's well loved by his family. And as I'm sitting there, and then we close the door, I walk in, close the door, the door pops open again. And the family says, well, that's been going on for days now. The door just keeps opening and closing, and nobody's there. And the doorbell's ringing constantly the last few days, nobody's there. Even the soap dispensers are, I think they're battery operated that they had, and they are all losing soap at the same time throughout the house. So this is unusual unusual behavior for a house when somebody's transitioning. But it's actually the door thing. I see that a lot. I always think of the spirits needing places to go, or maybe it's Archangel Michael. We don't know who's opening that door, but it's powerful, right, to have all that happen at the same time. So as you may or may not know, in the spirit world, when somebody started to transition about 6 weeks before, there is some sort of an announcement, hey, everybody, they're getting ready to come. And then there's this big preparation for that person on earth to come into the spirit world. So this is just in the hospice realm. Of course, this would be different if somebody's coming through a car crash or something like that. Okay, but so as I'm sitting next to him, I just put my hands over his heart just to feel a little bit. I like to use my hands just to kind of feel the energy and where the energy is. And I also tune in, because since I'm a medium, I can tune in to kind of where he is. Even though he's in a coma, I can still hear him speak to me. We still have conversations. It's almost like as a medium, when somebody is totally on the other side and we have conversations. Well, it's similar when somebody's in a coma, at least for me. And so what I'm feeling for him is that, first of all, he's very appreciative of his wife being there. But I also felt a lot of sadness in his heart. There was one regret. He didn't have a lot of regrets. This man who had lived an exceptional life. One regret was he hadn't seen his granddaughter since she was 13, and she's now about 39. I don't know the situation. I don't know the backstory on that, but it's one of his granddaughters. Okay. And the wife, Pauline, that day she got it arranged where she found her after a month of trying, finally found her, and the granddaughter's did come that day. So that was wonderful. Okay. But one of the other regrets he had, and I felt just extreme sadness about this, is that he wanted to do some car projects with his sons. He has 3 sons, and he didn't get to finish. And when I said this to Pauline, his wife, she said, well, that's exactly right, because a few weeks ago, he had a big meeting with his sons, and they all thought he was going to talk about funeral arrangements, but instead he was talking about what kind of cars we're going to fix up and what we're going to do in our project cars. And he never got to do it because he was sick. So I did feel that, and feeling that, then it kind of helped release some of that regret for him. Okay, just acknowledging that is something that he regretted. Another thing that I felt from him, that I felt intuitively as a medium, is that he didn't see his granddaughters get to paint. He mentioned that I could see 2 granddaughters painting. I could see the easel and the paints, and they were painting. And what he told me was he was going to miss the painting from the granddaughters. And I found out from Pauline. She said, well, this last week, the granddaughters have been painting for him every day, just painting all day for him. So, knowing that he's getting ready to transition. So he was going to miss that. And then another thing that I saw, which was a good thing, is I saw what he was anticipating going into heaven. I saw him and his dad working on a car. And I saw this whole, I don't know, engines, but I saw this round thing with the thing popping up, and he had a red rag, and he was cleaning off something, like cleaning off the oil, and he put the red rag back in his pocket, which I guess is a normal thing for a mechanic to do. So again, this is something Pauline had not told me about anything about him. And when I told Pauline my vision, she said, well, he and his dad did like to work on cars together. And there's a story about the red rag. She said she one time bought him some blue rags to work on the car. And he said, no, you got to take those back. That blue rags are for windows. Red rags are for mechanical stuff. So anyway, their whole story about the red rags. Okay, so that was just confirmation that I was really connecting with him and getting some truth. And also, as a medium, I could feel and sense Mother Mary in the room, Jesus, angels, and his mom, who died when he was little, and his dad, of course. And so Mother Mary and I were having a conversation, and she was putting her arms around Pauline and said, this special lady needs to have a spa day. And she really meant it. She said, don't worry about Gilbert. Gilbert's going to be fine. I'm worried about Pauline. And so I mentioned to Pauline about Mother Mary wanting you to have a spa day. She said, yes, my girls have been telling me the same thing. And so I hope that she would really follow up with that. But it was really important for her to take care of herself. Okay. All right, now let's see here. I take some notes, and hopefully I won't be missing. Okay, next thing I did when I tuned into Gilbert was I saw him wearing all white. He was standing, he was walking down an aisle, and I knew Mother Mary was preparing this aisle for him, and it was lined with flowers, roses, multiple color, like peach, pink, red roses all along. He was also carrying a Bible. So I'm looking down at my notes. I just don't want to miss something. He was carrying a Bible, and it was a feeling of he was continue to work his spiritual work. He was going to continue that on the other side. And I have heard this before, by the way. There is church. They have music. It's different. There's no judgment. So anyway, he was also, I also felt this gratefulness from him for his life. He was very grateful, and he had no regrets except for not being able to finish the car projects with his boys. Now, he did pass a few hours later, and I came for sorry, my dog is wanting to play. I'm going to have to learn what to do with her. But anyway, so I went back later after he passed. And I was maybe there 20 minutes after he passed. And when I got there, again, this like amazing feeling of angels there. Excitement too. I felt, and he was surrounded by multiple family members. It might have been like 12, young and old. And then he had just a slight smile on his face, a pleasant smile, I would say. And about 30, 45 minutes later, his smile changed to like a bigger smile, and everybody saw it. All of us noticed it. Wow, it was the most relaxed, happy, beautiful smile you can imagine. So I think the thing about that is the family knew that he was okay, with that smile. That gave them the message that, hey, he made it to wherever he needed to go. He walked down that aisle. He was carrying the Bible. He met Mary, his family, all that. So it just felt very beautiful. And I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoy that story. I just wonder also, what is the point? What is the point in all this? I think is that there is magic, and we never die. He's going to continue to do his car work. He's going to continue to see the girls painting pictures. He's going to continue to be with Pauline. Life never ends. He just doesn't have that body anymore. So I truly believe that, and I hope that helps you where you are today. And I send you blessings and love.